Hi everyone, the Great Goddess of Great Reading here. Today I will be reviewing Talon by Julie Kagawa. It's been about a year since I read one of her books, the last one being The Iron Trader in her Call of the Forgotten series, and I was very excited to read this first book in her new series about dragons. Long ago, dragons were hunted to near extinction by the Order of St. George, a legendary society of dragonslayers. Hiding in human form and growing their numbers in secret, the dragons of Talon have become strong and cunning, and they're positioned to take over the world with humans none the wiser. Ember and Dante Hill are the only sister and brother known to dragonkind. Trained to infiltrate society, Ember wants to live the teen experience and enjoy a summer of freedom before taking her destined place in Talon. But destiny is a matter of perspective, and a rogue dragon will soon challenge everything Ember has been taught. As Ember struggles to accept her future, she and her brother are hunted by the Order of St. George. Soldier Garret Xavier Sebastian has a mission to seek and destroy all dragons, and Talon's newest recruits in particular. But he cannot kill unless he is certain he has found his prey, and nothing is certain about Ember Hill. Faced with Ember's bravery, confidence, and all too human desires, Garret begins to question everything that the Order has ingrained in him, and what he might be willing to give up to find the truth about dragons. This book was actually really good. I was worried it wouldn't live up to the expectations of all the hype that everyone's been giving it in terms of it being amazing, Julie Kagawa's greatest new work, blah 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 blah, but it's true. It really was an interesting take on sort of a fantasy original, the dragon, putting it into a modern world. It's just brilliant. If you're looking for a lot of dragons, like say if you read Aragon and loved it, I certainly did. If you're looking for that in Talon, you're not going to find that in this first installment because Ember and her brother Dante are supposed to be trying to infiltrate human society, and you can't really do that when you're a fire-breathing lizard. Everyone was raving about this cover. Ooh, look at this cover, it's so pretty, so pretty. Yes, I'll just say now, it's a pretty cover, it feels nice. I'm done. There were a lot of interesting characters in Talon, of course the main ones being Ember and Garret, the two points of view from which the book reads. It keeps going back and forth between chapters, between the two characters, and I found that really interesting because I don't read a lot of novels from a male's perspective, and it's interesting to see how a female author takes on that perspective, because I know if I were writing from a male perspective I might have a hard time, just because I don't know if they are really as macho as everyone says guys are in their heads. Maybe they're just the same as us. Who knows? But Julie's done it before with her character Ethan Chase in her Call of the Forgotten series, as well with Ash in the Iron Fae series that she's done before. So she seems to be pretty used to writing in a male perspective, but the fact that she switched back and forth between the two so flawlessly was really evident in her writing. So there is of course a love triangle in this book because it is a young adult novel. So Ember is a dragon who is pretending to be a human. Apparently, according to the Order of St. George, and according to even Talon, dragons aren't supposed to have human emotions and feel and love. Ember feels a lot. She has so many emotions, joy and sorrow and anguish and anger. Of course she is a dragon, so that was bound to come out, but she has so many emotions, and that's why Garret is having such a hard time understanding or even believing that she could possibly be the dragon in disguise that he and his partner are looking for in this little California beach town. This is sort of a story about figuring out what's really true and what's not. So I talked about this in my review of the novel Gated, which was about a girl, Lila, who was trying to understand her community and the sort of things that a cult will tell you to make you part of the cult. Talon is telling Ember that all humans are worthless and they're their slaves and like typical dragon thinks they're in power, obviously. And in terms of St. George, Garret is being told by them that dragons are ruthless killers who will not even blink before they kill you. And dragons did kill Garret's family, so he does actually believe that, first off, because that did personally affect his life, which is fair. But the fact that even despite those circumstances, Garret still is questioning that dragons might be good because of Ember's personality and wants and desires, I really appreciated that as the growth in his character, that he didn't just stick to his narrow-mindedness of previous. He was a very open-minded character, which I really enjoyed, as opposed to many of the characters around him. But let me get back to this love triangle. So of course we have Ember, who is falling unknowingly for Garret, who is a soldier of St. George, and she is a dragon of Talon. So Romeo and Juliet? I think so. And then we have Riley, who is a rogue dragon who fits into neither category of Talon or the Order of St. George, or a human, essentially. So it's very confusing because Ember's dragon side really likes Riley, or Cobalt, as his dragon name is called. She really likes Cobalt. But when she's in her human form, she really likes Garret and likes the way she can make him smile, and loves his his willingness to try anything new, and she just loves showing him new things, because unbeknownst to her, he hasn't really gone out into society very often, and she gets to introduce him to a whole bunch of new things, and she just takes pleasure in being the one who introduces him to those things, and she really likes that about him. I don't know which way this love triangle is going to go, because based on the ending of the book, you really have no idea. But I'm hoping for Garret, just because Riley is a little bit too much of a bad boy for me, and I prefer, even though Garret is obviously, he's a soldier, he's not the nicest guy in the world, he has killed things, and maybe people, I don't know, maybe he's killed people who work for Talon, I'm not too sure, but he's definitely killed dragons. But I still like him better just because of his personality and how he interacted with Ember, even though he was lying to her the whole time. But I still really liked how he acted with her. Riley's okay, maybe I just need to see more of Riley in the second book, and I'll see who I like better. Until then, we'll see what happens. I highly recommend that you guys pick up a copy of Talon if you do like dragons, if you like secret societies, if you like teen romance, if you like interspecies romance, dragon, human. But I highly recommend you pick it up, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Until then, keep reading.